Hello and welcome to another great episode of Culture Gumbo.
Hey, bro, I look bloated in the intro joint, bro. I was
I
man, that depression
don't
was
think you
kicking
paid
my ass.
attention the last time I said something. I don't think you, but it's all good.
Damn, I was yeah. I mean, I'm still slimming down, but whatever.
Right, exactly. Look, I kind of like to look back because then it's like, oh, okay, and then eventually we'll have a whole
I
new
mean, I was
info.
far away. My skin wasn't as luxurious, but I'm here now. So what's popping?
Good. Everything's good. This is our first episode of 2023. How exciting. When the
Yay!
crowd goes round. Ah. All right. Um so we have a great episode for you guys today. A little lighter than our typical episodes. We normally go into our culture news, a little bit of that saucy talk. Last episode we did share with you guys what we were hoping for, planning for 2023. So right now we're only a week in. I don't have much to say to y'all about 2023 yet, because we just getting started. I do feel like, of course, this year have started, and we've seen some celebrities pass away. And that's kind of what we always see around this time. Unfortunately, the anniversary of my extended family and Tume and his passing last year is coming up in a few days, and it's one of those weird times right now. But we hope that your new year so far has been good, and we want to start this show off and kick it with some uh top 200 Rolling Stone. Everybody is buzzing about that list. If you guys haven't seen it, please check it out. Yeah, so Will, let's go.
It's
Let's
nonsense.
go.
It's nonsense. It's a bunch of blasphemy. It's a lot of people they didn't enter, and I feel like Rolling Stones just got beef with people, and they just ain't finna say it. They're like,
Yeah.
well, fuck them. We not finna put them on the list. But it's a lot. So I mean, I definitely want to run it down. So just kind of give you an understanding of the Rolling Stones list. So apparently this is a list they do yearly. I had no clue because I don't tap into Rolling Stone like that. I don't read Rolling Stone. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Um, they they do this list every year,
Mhm.
and apparently it just kind of rates every singer that you can think of almost.
Right.
Uh, this year's list was actually released on New Year's, and they actually give you they kind of give you like a breakdown
Uh,
to begin with.
or
So
or
before we
like a
start,
synopsis to know why they did what they
they give
did.
you a synopsis to know why it's bullshit essentially. So I give you what it says before you start. It says before you start scrolling and commenting, keep in mind that this is the greatest singers list, not the greatest voices list. Talent is impressive, genius is transcendent. Sure, many of the people here were born with massive pipes, perfect pitch, and balanced range. Others have rougher, stranger, or more delicate instruments. As our write up for the man who ended up at number 112 notes, Ozzy Osbourne doesn't have what most people consider to be called a good voice, but boy, does he have a great one.
Hmm.
In all cases, what mattered most to us, was crazy. And what mattered most to us was originality, influence, the depth of an artist's catalog, and the breadth of their musical legacy.
So,
I'm
the
already
okay,
mad, yo.
the factor of their catalog is huge, right? That's big. But the thing about it is some of the people that they have on the list barely have a catalog. Like they probably got some singles and maybe an EP or maybe one album, right? But I feel like when you say catalog, we're talking about like people that have put time in the game, like and it's the topic or the title is the top 200 singers.
Yeah, yeah, but
There's
I don't.
reggae artists on there.
Well, reggae artists are singers too, though.
No, they are. I would just okay. So let's say this. What was your most shocking? Just give me one of the most shocking.
Yo, I got like 50-11. I got like 50-11.
All right, give me a
So
top three then.
okay. Michael Jackson was 86. Now,
Yeah,
mind you, I don't care what you think about Michael Jackson. I still stand by Good Buddy is not the same as Bill Cosby to me. Bill Cosby, I'm not going. That's a different show. Michael Jackson was 86. If you're going off originality and influence, there's no fucking way Michael Jackson's not top 5 on your list.
No.
Brandy was 193.
Yeah, like
Kelly
almost
Clarkson
not
was,
even on the list. Like,
right. Kelly Clarkson was 194. Now I'm gonna tell you something that a lot of my friends argued about. I like her. I ain't gonna say she's the greatest singer, but mind you, Brandy and Kelly Clarkson are 193 and 194, and Rihanna is 68.
right, it don't make sense. It ain't mathing. The math ain't mathing in this list. Like, should Billie Eilish have even been on the list?
Well, Billie Eilish is dope. I'm not gonna take away from Billie Eilish because Billie Eilish does have some influence.
In on the list at all?
Wow, I mean,
we said catalog.
I mean, if they putting stealing ass Elvis on the list, why not put Billie Eilish on it? At least I know Billie be writing her shit.
White people always gonna put. So, come on, Elvis is. Stop it. Elvis is like God to a lot of people.
So I don't understand how the hell Celine Dion didn't make the list. And then I did some research, and apparently Celine Dion has went in on Rolling Stones on a couple different occasions.
So it's personal.
So this tells me that this list is completely biased, especially when you got Taylor Swift at 102. That you argue with yourself on that.
Right.
I don't
Patsy
care.
Cline on the list, like really? Right.
I'm familiar with Patsy Cline only because some of the homies,
but top 200.
Some of the people that I went,
Top 200? Should Patsy Cline have been top 200?
I'm not familiar with a Patsy. I'm only familiar with Patsy Cline through other people, and apparently she's big in I guess country world. She's well known.
She is big. But okay.
I don't know. So before we get started, let me give you a breakdown of some of the ones that were pointed out to me by friends in their placement. So prepare for this, okay? 194, Kelly Clarkson. Brandy was 193. Jasmine Sullivan was 182. SZA 180. Barbara Streisand 147. Christina Aguilera 141. Lauryn Hill 136. Donny Hathaway 126.
Lauren, right.
Elton John.
Donny Hathaway, like how could you put him at 126?
Taylor Swift, Gladys Knight, and Elton John were 102, 101, and 100. Usher was 97. Anita Baker is 92.
How could you even put Elton John?
You gotta
Usher.
let me get.
Okay, go ahead. I know, because every time we go through this list, like I get annoyed.
Selena's 89. Michael Jackson is 86. I'm sorry, Diana Ross is 87. Amy Winehouse is 93. Patti LaBelle and D'Angelo are 74 and 75. Rihanna is 68. 65 is Minnie Riperton. 66 is David Ruffin. Tina Turner is 55 and Barry White is 56. Toni Braxton, Rod Stewart, and Joni Mitchell and Sade are 48, 49, 50, and 51. Etta James and Aaliyah is 41 and 40. James Brown, Ariana Grande, and Teddy Pendergrass are 44, 43, and 42. Yes, you read that right.
Ariana, it sounds like, does this even go? Is this even a category?
We almost there. Luther Vandross is 31. Hank Williams is 30. 29 is Shaka Khan. 28 is Mahalia Jackson. 27 is Dolly Parton. 26 is Paul McCartney. 25 is Mary J. Blige. 24 is George Jones, and 23 is Smokey Robinson. 22 and 21 is Adele and Nina Simone. Now, here's the top 20, and this is going from 20 to 1. You have Marvin Gaye, Frank Sinatra, Celia Cruz, Elvis Presley, Prince at 16, Bob Dylan, Freddie Mercury, Patsy Cline, John Lennon at 12. Keep in mind, everybody we named.
Lennon, I'm not going to negate who he is.
Little Richard is at 11. Al Green is 10. Otis Redding is 9. Beyonce, Shakira's favorite singer, is 8.
Ridiculous.
Stevie Wonder is 7. Ray Charles is 6. Mariah Carey is 5. Billie Holiday is 4. Sam Cooke is 3. Whitney is 2, and Aretha is 1.
Somebody didn't want to lose some sponsorships or some advertisements, so they was putting people closer on the top 10 to top 20 because I feel like, yeah. And I had a conversation with someone and I said, you know what? This is right. Latoya, let's add that to the exactly. Clearly non-music fan. Clearly. Because it's not to negate that none of these people are talented or anything like that. They are. But some people, a lot of, I just want to know how they sat around in the town in a round table to figure out this. You know.
So I'm gonna say this because when we decided we were gonna do a top 25 list, but once we got through 1 through 10,
it got hard.
You know what?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It's don't laugh at our list because our list it's a little it's
I'm not gonna lie to you. I got a lot of preference on my list because I don't think it was the way I wrote the list down. She said it makes her itch in the worst way. I don't know if it's how I wrote the list down or if it was the fact that I was just my mind was fogged. But 1 through 10 was what I considered based off of their criteria, and then 11 through 25 was like people that I was just like they should be on this list. There's a couple people that I want to point out that I don't understand how they didn't make the list, and y'all can tell me what y'all think. So,
I agree.
And I think I sent this to you earlier, Shakeerah, because I was talking to my mom about it too. There's Jennifer Hudson, there's Fantasia, there's Tevin Campbell, whose octaves are crazy. There was Stephanie Mills. There was Phyllis Hyman. There was a lot of people where I was just like,
wasn't even on the list.
I was like, how the fuck did they not make it? But this person made it, and I don't know. I still don't understand how the hell Celine Dion don't make the list. I know Jamaicans are out here ready to fight right now, especially considering the fact there was people out there. You said it was protesting. And it was
her Celine Dion fans was protesting about it because I feel like I mean, come on, like I really think she's super talented. But here's the thing: I had this conversation. I went and got my hair braided today. Clearly, fresh braids. Thank you. And I we want to do that. And she's a younger generation. So I started to talk to her about the list, and she was like, well, my list would be totally different from yours. So I was like, what would your list be? You know, and she's like 28. So her list definitely more younger. Like she would have Alicia Keys in her top 10, which is crazy to me. But you know, so I said that to say, like, I definitely also feel like it's a generation thing. And it's also, if you're not teaching, if y'all are older and you're not teaching the younger generation, the pioneers, because they come first. It wouldn't be certain people if it wasn't for the ones who paved the way. You know what I mean?
So, I see a lot of people who say Alicia Keys can't sing. I
know she can sing. That's not true.
I don't know if I'm blinded by the fineness. But
you're blinded by everybody fineness though, so I mean,
we're gonna hate on this episode.
It's actually natural. It's like it's not anything that like I like choose. I don't come on here to choose violence. I don't. But
I'm not even gonna do that with you. I don't even care. But okay, so the fact is, there's a lot of singers where you have to preface it. So if you want to put our list on there, if you can.
Yeah, so we're gonna.
I just want to make sure that I say this.
Listen, no. First of all, y'all, Will sent me a list. Right, we both made our own list, and I said let's share it with the world. Now, granted, y'all not gonna agree with all our stuff on the list, right? But then I put his list up to remind him of what he put.
I was mad,
why is this person not on there? And I'm like, I don't know. I didn't do your list. So
hold on, because I need to say this before anything starts. Everybody knows Purple Rain is one of the greatest movies of all time. Okay, correct. Everybody knows how much I love Prince. Apparently, the little slight joint is missed. Latoya, I'm scared to be on the list too because I got to talk to y'all afterwards. Prince was
Because
supposed to be on my list.
every time Will gonna preference everything from his number one down. So I'm about to just show the list, y'all. Here we go. Okay. And excuse the font because I don't know what happened on my computer. All right. So me and Will agree that Whitney is it, right? Our top 10. Now Will say from 11 to 25 is kind of in no order. Now he
No.
got stuff on his list as y'all can see that I don't have, right? That's not to take away from Otis Redding at all. He's just I don't see him on my top. So Stevie Wonder is definitely there. Marvin Gaye is definitely there. Patti LaBelle is there. Minnie Riperton is there.
See, look.
Yes,
see?
India. Okay.
And India's like my best friend. India knows what my list would really look like. I messed up because we only had a day to do this. We decided to do this at the last minute.
Excuses. Okay. Anyway, I did my list today. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like doing a list like this, you really do need more time because like I am a music lover. So people kind of leave your mind. So Will, you want to start with your top 10?
Whatever. Listen, I don't care. It is what it is. 11 through 25, there is no order. I put 11 through 25 on there because I felt like it's literally what you decide you want to listen to during that day. You can decide you want to listen to Tevin Campbell all day. You can decide you want to listen to some Levert. I just noticed what was I based it off of what was missing, and I based it off of singing voice. I didn't base it off of like how strong they were as far as their influence, because if that was the case, Michael Jackson would have been number one.
Not based on influence at all.
There was no metric. Like we had a day to do this, and it was literally coming up with the list based off of what we seen and based off of like what we felt.
I took from their list. I definitely went through their top 200.
So let me go through 1 through 10. I don't care. It is what it is. Whitney's number one. Patti LaBelle is number two. Patti LaBelle's Philly all day. I'm not arguing with you. Otis Redding, Luther Vandross. I don't understand how Luther Vandross is not in anybody's top 10. Sam Cooke.
I agree. I don't know why he's not in mine. I don't know. Okay, forgive me. Jackson. I don't even know why he's not, because he should be.
Mahalia Jackson, Fantasia, Aretha, Mariah Carey, and then Stevie Wonder.
Okay, Aretha gotta be before Fantasia because there would be no Fantasia.
That's why I said I meant to put Aretha at 7 and Fantasia at 8. I love Aretha, but the voices ahead of her are technically stronger than her.
Yeah,
that's one thing. One. See, now look, India's not listening because I just said 11 through 25 is not in any order. It's just the people that I added. Don't be calling me sir, stupid face. And Latoya cosign.
We are not. Listen, we listen. We got people watching, even though you may know them. We are not going to patronize to go against our viewers. Okay, you're not going to be calling nobody no name.
24/7. Elaine tried to give me the smoke last week about my decisions. So let me give y'all the rest of the list of people that I felt should have been on there and should have been higher. So Celine Dion, Michael Jackson, Anita Baker, Usher, Phyllis Hyman. How you not have Phyllis Hyman on this? Right. I love Beyonce, but Beyonce's not in my top 10 singers of all time. Marvin Gaye, Stephanie Mills, Tevin Campbell, Kelly Clarkson, Gerald Levert, Maxwell, Jasmine Sullivan, Brandy, and D'Angelo.
I did change. So I did have R. Kelly on here. I'm not going to lie to y'all.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm not going to lie.
Prince should have been next to Michael Jackson.
On your list. Yeah, I feel like, well, I don't feel like they're the same, but I definitely, Prince is in my top 10. You're welcome, Latoya. I'll fight them with you. Just know that. So Prince is definitely in my top 10. First of all, Michael, and I have to say, Michael is all like he's the one that every country, when he passed away, every country celebrated. Like there's no way for him not to be in the top 5 at all. Okay, Latoya, for cultural impact. That's why she made my
Hey,
list for cultural
hey, see,
impact.
Latoya
Um,
don't know that you got beef with Beyonce.
I don't have beef with Beyonce. I think she's a great entertainer. Um, Ella Fitzgerald came across my mind. Nancy Wilson. Ooh, that's a good one, India. I didn't think of
See,
that at
you always
all.
want to somebody.
Um,
India like 60.
and Brandy, Brandy's definitely in my top 10, okay, because she's just one of mine. So honestly, for me, my list was based on my favorite singers, my top 10. Now, well, granted, scratch Adele, because honestly, I can tell you, like, I listen to I just think she can sing. I don't think she should be in my top 10. That kind of was an era, I feel like. But I do think that she should be in the top 25. I think she could sing. Beyonce is in 25 for me
Oh,
because I'm not. Look, thank you, Dreams and Winners podcast, Mr. T.R. Burns, because no, yeah, I like Beyonce again, but top 25. I had to put my family Mtume on there. Actually, he did a lot of Stephanie Mills. He did a lot of Phyllis Hyman. There's no way I can't give him his credit as well. So he's on my list. He's family, and everybody loved Juicy and Biggie. Just it is what it is. So
hold up. I got a
that's
question
a
for you.
favorite.
Is
Yeah,
your 11 through 25 in order?
kind of, sort of, not really.
So
Oh, Beyonce though is that's
so
intentional.
you mean to
She's
tell me you got Alicia Keys on the same level as Beyonce?
Yes, I do. Me? Yes, I do.
Wow.
Anyway, um, in my book, yes, I do. Sade, right? Nina Simone, couldn't take that away from her. Anita Baker, Amy Winehouse. I felt like she needed
I
to be
love
on this list.
I love
And
James Brown, but James Brown is a performer. James Brown wasn't no super
yeah,
great
James
singer.
Brown was more perform, but you put Usher up there.
Usher's
I
a
feel like
singer.
if there was no
Wait,
James
wait, wait,
Brown, there
wait,
would be
wait,
no
wait,
Usher.
wait, wait, wait. You telling me Usher's not a singer?
Usher is a singer. So is James Brown.
Compared to Usher, James Brown is a singer?
James Brown is a
Hold up, hold up,
singer.
hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up,
This
hold
is
up.
when
Wait a
I.
minute,
This
wait a
is
minute,
where I. Huh?
wait a minute.
What?
Because I don't think y'all understand. Okay, James Brown is amazing. James Brown is one of the greatest performers of all time. If we were doing it based off of performance and pure influence, then cool. But y'all gonna tell me that James Brown was just a super duper incredible singer? James Brown is up there with Usher as
James
far as
Brown
his.
also had major influence.
No, 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 no. I need
Um,
y'all to answer the question. I see all y'all, Latoya, Elaine. I need y'all to answer the question. So you telling me that James Brown is a top tier singer vocally with Usher?
so you're saying that Usher vocal is equal to James Brown? Is that what, or is
You
not equal to
copping,
James Brown? Is that
you
what you're saying?
copping,
Does
please.
anybody want
You
to chime in
listen.
on this?
You
Because I
are
feel like,
copping, please, right now. I love James Brown.
but
I
James
love
Brown
James
is
Brown.
not.
But James Brown is not. I'm not listening to James Brown saying, "Hey, yo,
No, I don't think
James Brown
he's
is one
not
of the
on my.
greatest singers of all time."
He's not on my top 25, but he's a great performer. I agree with that, but
I'm,
he's not
I'm
on my
going.
list
I'm
for
going
that
solely
reason.
based off of vocals.
Right. James was a good singer for his era, but I think his whole era was about,
Okay, okay. I'm just
and
making.
everybody, his era, everybody was doing coke and singing. So
Yo, why are you dry snitching?
no, I'm just saying. His era, that's what it was. Everybody, he was sweating on stage. I mean, come on, like okay. Anyway,
Okay, so let me preface this. There were no metrics. I
no,
base I can't speak for Shakeerah. I base mine off of the Rolling Stone list and how they did it because I wanted to understand how they did it. But I also based it more on their vocals and their vocals alone.
it was vocals for me.
So
I didn't consider cultural impact or longevity because there was a lot of people on that top 200 that haven't had longevity. Um, so I feel like, yeah, it was more vocals for me.
Big
Um,
Mama from Soul Food had Soul too, but I'm not gonna put her on this list.
James has soul and Usher does not. Yeah, but the soul, I mean, that don't mean. I mean,
I'm just picking. I'm just picking.
so anyway, the metrics that we had was based on
Mm-hmm.
vocals. I feel like, at least on my end, I feel like it was vocals, and I
Right.
think everybody on my list can really sing.
So okay. So let me ask you. Looking at this list now, right? Is
Hmm.
there any? Is there anything on this list that you would change from your top 25?
I probably bring Adele down, or might be off complete. Like she could be like 40, 50. I do think she can sing. I wouldn't, um, and maybe I remove Alicia Keys. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia, we have a love annoying relationship, so I think that's why I did slash
You
Beyonce,
got
because
her.
Alicia annoys me. Like she's extra. Now, granted, now I actually like the last album; she was really good, but she could be a little annoying at times.
Yo, you don't
So
like anybody.
no, that's not true.
You don't like anybody. Yo,
That's
she
not
was she was like, oh, Idris Elba's a DJ and he's a
y'all.
singer and blah
So
blah blah. And
because I wanted
he should
only
have his own show, but you don't
only
like
because
Beyonce?
Idris Elba was coming out with a cooking show, and I told you there was 3 networks bidding for his cooking show, and I said, "Isn't that great to have 3 networks bidding for your cooking show?
Nah, you was hype.
Because we all would watch him cook." Yes,
Nah, you was hype, yo. You was hype over Idris Elba, but you be out here slandering Beyonce. This
whatever.
it,
That is, I agree. So there is a difference between a singer and a vocalist, right? Like the total, because there's people out here that could sing,
yeah.
but there's people out here that have range. They understand instrumentation. They study the craft. That's a whole different thing. And I think that that's where the pioneers, hence some of my top 10, that's where they come from.
So I got a couple people's top 10. I'm not gonna share everybody's, but if you're watching, put your top 10 in the comments
Or
and we
top
gonna share
five.
it.
Who
And
would your top 5 or top 10 be? Since
yeah, I'm gonna go over two right now. The homie Glow shared her. This was her top 10. Robin Thicke, Brandy, Fantasia, Adele, Yeba, John Mayer, Sam Cooke, Celine Dion, and she put well, I ain't gonna say that. But she said something negative to the people messing with her. Usher, Tamia, Anthony Hamilton, and then she said, I know that they may not count, but Boys to Men. And then she said Stevie Wonder should actually be there also. My homie
correct.
Julius, I don't know if Julius is watching. He had his top 25. He had Luther, Whitney Houston, Johnny Gill, Brian McKnight, Jasmine Sullivan, Jennifer Hudson, Billie Holiday, Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Usher, Celine Dion, Mariah Carey, R. Kelly, Adele, Kelly Clarkson, Aretha Franklin, Stevie Wonder, Ray
We have some
Charles, Tina
similar stuff.
Turner, Mary J., Patti LaBelle, Gladys Knight, Christina Aguilera, Sam Cooke, and then he had Michael Jackson and Prince together. So everybody always puts Michael Jackson and Prince together, no matter
But
what.
but I don't agree that they're the same.
How? How?
Michael Jackson and Prince are not. I won't. If they were in the same era, yeah. But I'm not gonna. I don't. I
They
feel
were in
like
the same era.
they have worked enough that they can be in their own categories. I
Well,
wouldn't put them in.
they can be in their own categories, but singing wise, you saying you wouldn't put them together?
No, it's Michael and Prince. That's my
I
take on it.
guess.
Brandy, but that's because I know Brandy. That is your favorite, one of your favorite artists. So, um, anybody else have a favorite? Jasmine. Oh, Tweet. I don't know. Not top 25. I love Tweet. Yeah, but okay. Y'all like Yeba out
Yo,
there.
you got a lot of beef with women that
I
used to
don't
use.
have beef. I'm just saying I love Tweet.
It seems
I
like
don't. Would she be in my top 25? Probably
it's
my top 50.
it's like yo, if they use
She'd
just
be
for
in my
me, you
top
got
50.
if they use just for me, you got some kind of beef, big dog. You know what I'm
Whatever.
saying? I don't know what's
Oh,
happening.
okay. India, I like Clark Sheard. You're right. She definitely she's a high one. Nancy Wilson, Nina Simone. We can't take away Nina Simone. Michael Jackson, Brian McKnight. I've seen somebody else said Brian McKnight.
The homie Julie said Brian McKnight.
Yeah.
He said
Tweet is the vocalist. So the Rolling Stones list was 200 top singers, but then it really wasn't, because it wasn't really based off of singing only. It was influence and everything else. So okay. Right. I'm down.
Nah.
Would you change anything on your top list? Let's put it that. Would you change anything?
I would.
What would you change?
I like Fantasia, but I don't think I don't think I would have Fantasia in my top 10. I think Stevie Wonder would move up in my top 10.
Stevie Wonder is one of my all. I mean, if I could have him number one, I would. But I felt like Whitney.
If we go by overall entertainers, Stevie Wonder is top 2.
Now we can do a top entertainer list. That would be something totally different. My list would be totally different.
Right now, my top 5. My top 5 entertainers, it would be Michael Jackson, it would be Stevie Wonder, it would be Prince, it would be James Brown, and
I know. Go ahead, say Beyonce. I know you want to.
It would be. You know what? I do gotta put Beyonce there.
Yeah, because I gotta put Beyonce there. She is an entertainer. She is. I
would almost say Chris Brown, because I wanted to put Chris Brown on the list too, but for me it was between Chris Brown and D'Angelo, and I'm a Chris Brown fan. I mean, like I said, you got to forgive him, whatever.
D'Angelo ain't have enough albums for me to put him.
But when D'Angelo came out, every time D'Angelo comes out, it's a movie.
You're right.
Brown Sugar. How does it feel? You know what I'm saying? I was 14 years old, plump, trying to get my hair out, you know what I'm saying? So I can do the How Does It Feel video so I can get to join in high school. Spoiler alert, it didn't work out, but I got somebody else. But D'Angelo,
definitely honorable. Listen,
wait a minute.
Claps, India, I forgot. First of all, I forgot. Like, Teddy Pendergrass belongs in the top. Like, Teddy, turn them off, turn the lights off, turn them down, turn them. That's
Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Wait. Oh my God. I owe the whole city of Philadelphia an apology.
Right. Tina Turner. See, this is why it's hard though to really, if you say entertainer, Tina Turner is definitely top 5.
Okay. So I have to ask this question, right? Tina Turner's top 5, right? But I'm not going for this slander. You ain't welcome. Y'all ain't welcome back.
No, they are always welcome. I like this.
Tina Turner is top 5, but I kind of put Tina Turner in like a league of her own. Like,
yeah, she is. But I'm like, you know, I always think like, who would you want to see live? Like, what is worth it? You know what I mean? Tina is definitely one of those shows that I would still see her at this age, to be honest. If she, just like Anita, I would.
Man, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. As I look back at this list, I feel like I want to tear this whole list down.
You want to change it?
I love Music Soul Child.
But I feel like that's why it's difficult for you, especially if you're a music lover, and like Elaine, you already know how I feel about Music Soul Child.
I was so hell bent on making sure that I included everybody that I knew missed out that I missed a huge one, and he would have to go in my top 25, and that's Frankie Beverly.
Ooh, I forgot about that. Ooh,
and what made me think about that is I thought about, you just said, who would I want to see live? Frankie Beverly is the artist that I want to see live.
I've seen oh gosh. Beverly Mays. Jeez, you said Frankie Beverly. But I've seen them live. And it was amazing. Like maybe about 11 to 12 years ago, and that
Yeah.
was amazing. So and they still put on a show, and they was older, so them, if I could have always seen Marvin Gaye live, I would have. Stevie Wonder's still on my list. Maybe he will one day. Maybe one day I'll be able to see him before he passes.
Yeah,
um
I was just watching the R&B Money podcast with
uh-huh
Tank and Jay
Tank.
Valentine,
Uh-huh.
and they had PJ Morton on there, and PJ Morton was telling the story about how Stevie Wonder likes to FaceTime him. Yo, Stevie Wonder can see.
No, he can't.
Stevie Wonder can see, bro. I'm not going for it. Stevie can see. Stevie got Mad Jones, Joe.
Yeah,
Stevie
no,
always
R.
got Mad
Kelly was
Jones.
on my
I think Stevie's only cockeyed when it comes to his hair and his hairline. Like maybe he don't see that far. I ain't saying nothing about that. I'm not touching
R. Kelly, first of all, I would past tense have like to see R. Kelly in a live show. But R. Kelly was on my top 25, to be honest with you, because I couldn't take away his musical genius.
So okay.
But then somebody was like, well, he was super nasty.
Hold up. Here's the thing about R. Kelly, right? And his musical genius. And here's the difference of like the whole thing about me separating Bill Cosby from the Cosby Show. Yo, R. Kelly was on stage singing the songs and telling on himself.
I know. Which is crazy.
He said my mind was telling me no, but my body was telling me yes, and we was all singing it. Big Dog was out here. He was giving us his confession.
I know. We didn't listen. We weren't really listening.
And his name is supposed to be funny, but it's just like, yo, you really had like the audacity, Big Dog, to be out here like this is what you did. Whatever.
Yep. But he is a vocalist. That's one person that something I couldn't take away from him.
I still think it's weird when I see kids sing "I Believe I Could Fly" at like graduations. Is that bad?
Well, it was a really inspiring song. Like, I mean, like, granted, the person who's singing it is what he is, but I do feel like, it is one of those songs. When he made that song, it was like you probably did feel like you could,
no, I didn't
change the world.
No, I didn't.
You didn't think that was an inspirational song?
Didn't. No. Honestly, after the second time I heard it, I hated the song.
Oh well.
You know what song was good for me? And we probably should have added him to the list. Cool. Seal, when he sang "Kiss from a Rose."
I don't like Seal.
Baby,
I know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd be lying to you if I said I like Seal. I never have liked Seal.
So again, it seems that you have a problem with. It seems you got some chocolate problems. I don't know if it's working the poll for George W. Bush in 2000.
Well, anyway, that was our list for a top 25. The song is icon. The person R. Kelly, you're right, is trash.
I'm the greatest man of hope when my back's against the wall. Hey, man.
You could sing the song though. Because I don't know the words to that song. So but yeah, so this show.
Oh my God, Terrence Trent D'Arby should have been on the list. You don't know who Terrence Trent D'Arby is?
Nope.
What? Hold up.
Nope. I don't need
to like a bandit stealing time.
Nope.
Underneath the sycamore tree.
I think it should have been on the top list, but that's your list. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Sign your name across my heart. Okay. I want you to be my babe. He said, "Sweet little dee."
But you're right. That was a classic.
It's a lot of. I mean, when you think about classic,
I think about the one-hit wonders, because that's like
Jermaine Stewart. You don't know who Jermaine Stewart is?
I'm sure I do.
We don't have to take our clothes off to have a good time.
Yeah, a band list. The top 10 band. That's a.
all
I think
night.
we should
And
add. We
drink
should
some
edit
cherry
that.
wine.
Okay. Okay.
Oh no.
Okay. They get it. Well, they get it. They get it. And if they want to play the song, they will find it online,
So
not from you.
I can't use my
Um,
platform for the people.
a band list. I would like to top bands, top 5 bands. Ooh, top 5 bands. Could you think of them off the top of your head right now? Your top 5?
My top 5 bands. Well, number one is the Jacksons.
Of course. Well,
Uh
that's
number two.
top 4 groups too. That's a good one.
Okay,
You know,
so top five bands. You got yours right now?
no,
I can give it to you right
I'd
now.
be lying to you if I told you I got mine. I don't know.
So bands. When I say bands, I'm thinking of people who play live instruments.
Right. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know
So
anything
the
else.
Jacksons,
The Jacksons.
Earth, Wind and Fire,
Fire. Okay.
Frankie Beverly and Maze.
What about Temptations?
The Temptations didn't play instruments, my
Oh,
darling.
they didn't. They didn't. I'm sorry. All right. All right. Go
The
ahead.
Gap Band. Yeah,
Okay.
Mint Condition would be there.
Oh, mint condition. Oh,
But
that's
then,
a good one.
but then you also got Hall and Oates.
Mm-hmm.
You got the Average White Band. You got Casey and the Sunshine Band. Who's John Michael McDonald's with? The Doobie Brothers. Man, I
I
could go
love
bands
that.
for days.
Okay. Yeah. I'm with you on that. I
I
like
can
that.
go bands for days. Musical groups. So we wouldn't include the Jacksons because Jackson was a band. So
Right.
musical groups.
Jodeci. Jodeci got to be on my list though.
Oh man, Heat Wave too. Heat
Wave.
Always in.
EWF. That's
Yeah,
a good one.
y'all getting the whole concert. Yo, when I blow up, y'all gotta pay for this.
Oh, Aerosmith. Yes.
Let me tell you something. That
Um,
damn
um, and Foo Fighters. I was a Foo Fighters
I'm still a
fan.
Foo Fighters fan. Dave
Um,
Grohl will tell you he actually took most of his drum riffs from the Gap Band.
oh
most
yeah,
of the
I
drum
think
riffs
I
that
watched
you
the
hear,
interview where he said that.
yeah, most of his drum riffs you hear from the Gap Band, whether it be with them or Nirvana, he got from the Gap Band. Like that tells you the influence that
I
black
mean,
music
let's
had.
be real. Like we are the influence to most artists. Like,
Robert Glasper is amazing.
Robert Glasper. That's a good one. His Black Radio.
I don't feel like Quincy Jones gets enough credit.
Who?
Quincy Jones.
You don't think he gets enough credit?
I don't think Quincy Jones gets enough credit.
I definitely think
when you look at the fact that Quincy Jones's career spans like 60, 70 years.
No, Quincy Jones is a major goat. Like I'm
gonna put it out there in the universe, right? So I'm still slimming down. I'm trying to get this one ad for the Jones so I can wear my Kango hat. But as I slim down, I'm also doing my acting classes again. I want to play Quincy Jones in a biopic.
Okay.
I think if I slim down a little bit more, because I look like my grandfather got them Quincy Jones tendencies, I think I could pull it off. Quincy Jones is amazing. His Rolling Stone interview a couple years ago made him more familiar with people. But
I also think it's a generational thing. I think that's why we don't hear, just like I said, I was talking to like the 28-year-old girl, like she's not that,
I don't think Quincy gets enough credit. I think Quincy is amazing.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Sorry if you can't pay attention to the chat.
Yo, we was just discussing this.
We did.
Oh, okay. So writer producers, do you have a top 5 for that?
Oh, writer producer. Well, of course, Babyface is on there.
So I'm gonna put this out there. I challenge Shakeerah that we can do our own versus style 20 for 20 battle between Babyface and Stevie Wonder, and it could be songs they wrote, songs they produced.
You know the catalogs that no. If we do that,
break it down to 20. You got to break it down to 20.
Babyface versus Stevie Wonder. Is that fair? Is that fair?
I think it is.
I don't know if it's fair. I feel like I'm
No,
all day.
Stevie. I don't know if Stevie wins
Stevie
outright.
got it.
I don't know if
Uh,
Stevie wins outright though.
Stevie
Yo,
Wonder.
Babyface,
No,
Babyface
Baby
got
got
hits.
some stuff, but
Babyface
Stevie
got
Wonder.
hits.
We would probably have to have like a disclaimer though for copyright because I feel like I'd want to, like I'd
I
want to
think we
play.
play like 10 seconds of the song, it's fine. Or we don't even have to do that. We can just put the list up, we can discuss it, and I can sing the lyrics because everybody like my
We
singing.
don't because nobody wants to hear you sing. Yeah,
I
Rodney
don't know.
Jerkins, Brian
It's
McKnight.
it's
I mean
always some kind of hateration and
Brian
holleration in
Cox.
your dancing read when we talking about chocolate people. But whatever, I'm not judging. Um,
um LaShawn Daniels. Those are major producers, right? Well, I
so
mean,
so let me ask you a question, right? What about the dream?
one of my favorites. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Dream is a producer. Like we talked about R. Kelly and his, as far as his musical genius. I feel like the Dream is also one of those people. If you ever watch any of his studio sessions,
Yeah.
um, yeah, Prince
I
could be
want to
his own
do
band.
I want to do Prince versus Michael Jackson. But the thing is with Prince versus Michael Jackson, I'm
No,
biased.
Michael is gonna win.
Michael's not gonna win.
Michael could win.
If we
Yes.
talking about singing and producing, it's a push.
Um, it's hard. Yeah, I'm not gonna say okay. I give you that because it's. I mean, the catalogs for both of them is ridiculous, and the things that they have done. Yeah,
Have you
it's
ever
ridiculous.
heard Prince's song Pink Cashmere?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I might have to play it so I can remember it, but yeah, I don't think
So
there's any Prince songs I haven't heard. To be honest with you,
I'm sure it's probably some drinks because
unless it's something that's like they
he
didn't.
got a lot of B-sides that I'm still discovering.
That's true. That's true.
So
Yeah,
for
yeah.
producers, I would say I can't put them in order. I would say Quincy, Babyface, Stevie Wonder, um uh oh my gosh, it's on the tip of my tongue. Templeton from Philly. Um Teddy, I'm not putting Pharrell there, right? Not for I like Pharrell, but I can't put Pharrell on the same level as
But
him.
Teddy Riley definitely, and yeah, that's a producer. Sometimes I
Um,
forget he's done so much that I'd be like, oh wow. Um, I even think Jermaine Dupri.
yo, they're doing the verses, him and Diddy.
Are they really doing it
Yeah,
in Atlanta?
yeah,
That would be wild.
yeah.
Yeah, I would do that. So
But who do you think who do you think wins in that?
I'm biased. I'm from Jersey. I'm gonna be biased. Okay, it's a New York thing. So for me, it's Diddy.
Do
It's
you think
Diddy.
Diddy wins?
It's Diddy. He got bops.
Wow.
Very Gordy. See, you really, that's what I'm saying. You gotta like ponder. Like, I feel like I see that's why there's like, they probably had like at least 40 to 50 people help to come up with this list of 200 because they had to sit at a round table and continue to go back and forth as to who was going to be which number. That's hard. So, yeah. Yep. Barry Gordy.
Uh,
You can't. He's a great.
I'm biased. My favorite, of course, is going to be Gamble and Huff.
Okay. Why you say
Like,
biased though?
because it's Philly. That's Philly all
Oh,
day, every day.
yeah. Well, yeah. Diddy would win. Diddy.
Can we really say Diddy wins though if everything's a remix? I'm just being
Yeah, you
I
know how
like
much
Diddy, but
Jermaine
I gotta.
Dupri remix, Jermaine Dupri and Diddy and remixing is about neck and neck. To be honest with you, they both got a lot of. First of all, shout out to the remixes. Okay, sometimes the remixes are the best, are 10 times better than the actual song. I miss remixes, so yeah, and I mean, and most of their stuff is sampled anyway, both of them. So
Um, Tom Bell, Tom Bell owned the '70s. Every slow song that your auntie or your uncle was slow dancing to in the '70s, Tom Bell wrote it or produced it.
oh, that's dope.
You don't know who Tom Bell is? You should know who Tom Bell is.
I don't listen. I'm not gonna say I don't know, but what I'm saying is I don't have a good memory. I say that often, like my age, whatever. I don't know if it's age or whatever, but I don't have a good memory. That don't mean I don't know.
Let me give you some of Tom Bell's joints. He wrote for the Delphonics. La 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 la.
Yep.
People Make the World Go Round. Bet You by Golly Wow.
My favorite.
Could It Be I'm Falling in Love by the Spinners.
All of my favorites.
Ghetto Child. Are You for Love? That was Elton John with the Spinners. The Rubber Band Man. So like he got hits though. For the 2000 kid, Timberland. I'll take Timberland.
I definitely I like Timberland. He's a great producer. I gonna. But that's why I almost had Justin Timberlake. Right? No. What's the white boy you had? And I was like, if you put one, you got to put the other, and they're the same.
You said the white boy I had?
Yeah. Robin Thicke. So I said if I had Robin Thicke on my list, then I feel like I had to put Justin Timberlake, like / Justin Timberlake.
Why? Robin Thicke, singer songwriter.
I agree with that. No, I agree with that.
Now you got,
but I feel like if there was no Robin Thicke, right? Because Robin Thicke came out. When did Robin Thicke come out? I don't know what year he came out, but I feel like they're about the same.
Yeah, what are you saying? Is John B? John B got one of the greatest songs ever with Pretty.
I know. I just wish we got more from John B. Like I feel like we wish. I just feel like I wish I like John B. I wish we would have got more.
Missy Elliott, to me, outside of Eve and Queen Latifah, is the greatest rapper of all time as far as women are concerned.
Really?
Lyrically, Missy
was the greatest.
When I
now she's an entertainer as well.
When I think of female rappers, Missy don't get the love she should.
Oh, I agree. But she started off as a singer.
John B had more than one hit.
He did have more than one. He had a whole album. It wasn't he like had 2 to 3 hits, and then the rest was the album that you probably didn't listen to. But I did buy the albums. I think he had like 2 or 3 albums, to be honest.
So you mentioned Robin Thicke, right?
Mm-hmm. Robin Thicke is. I'm not taking away that he is a singer and songwriter. Like he is more talented than Justin.
So why you got to put Justin if you put Robin Thicke? I mean,
no, I don't. But I feel like when one came, the next one wouldn't be here without the other.
No.
Kind of thing. That's how I looked at it.
No. Because if we're going back that far, we talking Bobby Caldwell. We talking Hall.
Yeah, but you're right, because you're right. So then I feel like then I should have put Bobby Caldwell. Yep.
Have you ever listened to the album The Evolution of Robin Thicke?
Yeah.
It's literally no skips. One of the greatest albums of all time.
Okay, I'm not saying greatest album
of all time, production wise. I think it even got that high the stars from everybody. That's one of the greatest produced albums ever made. Vocally, he was there.
That is, I don't know. I don't think I won't say that, but I will say vocally, he's great.
Yo, Shakeerah, y'all be wanting violence. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be wanting violence.
Anyway, whatever.
Why?
So
why y'all like this? Why y'all like this, yo? Why we always gotta lead with the violence?
No violence.
He called John B a 2-hit wonder. He said Beyonce shouldn't be on the list. You working in cahoots. I feel like I know who it is. And shout out to
we just have the light of
Burns, but I know who it is. But I feel like that's you writing it for him. But he agreed.
No.
Y'all saying the same thing.
No.
Yo, India agreed with me about Robin Thicke, so I know it's right because me and my best friend don't agree on that.
I actually agree.
I appreciate you, stupid face. But yeah, so So I mean, there's a lot of different shows we can get on. You know what I'm saying? There's another show you want to see us do. Put it in the comments. Let us know. We
Yes.
definitely want to get
Next
into it.
week we're gonna stay on the light tip. So if y'all want to join us for this conversation, go ahead, Will.
A different world, living single. We're gonna break
A
it down.
different. We're gonna break down a different world, living single. We're gonna talk about relationships, especially on the
Characters.
show,
I'm a
characters.
power rank their relationships. You know what I'm saying? Somebody asked me who is the greatest black sitcom couple of all time.
Ooh, who do you think was the greatest? Because I don't.
Cedric
Top
and
one hit
Lovisa.
wonders. Ooh, India. Let me.
Top hit one hit one. Yo, I got all those.
I got that. Yeah, easily. Okay.
As I sit here and think about top one hit wonders, I kind of want to include one of the great things of all time, which is Eddie Murphy, because Eddie Murphy made "Put Your Mouth
Oh
on
my
Me."
God, here you go. We're not doing Eddie Murphy. I mean, okay, he
Eddie,
is. I don't even consider him to be on the top 10 hot wonders because only you like that
why are
song.
you always hating?
Party all the time.
Eddie
Party
Murphy
out the
made "Party
window.
All the Time," and he made "Put Your Mouth on Me." He came back as like Eddie Leon
You
because he
are
came
the
back with
only
Fruit
one who
Lion.
like freaking Eddie Murphy singing, looking
Bro,
out the window with the rain coming
Eddie,
down. Like
Eddie
it was
Murphy,
just.
Eddie Murphy made a whole song called "Put Your Mouth on Me," made a music video, and had Johnny Gill singing background.
But clearly, Eddie Murphy got like 15 kids. There's a reason behind that song.
So you gonna tell me that wasn't a great song?
No, I do not. I cannot. I can tell you that when Eddie Murphy came, I didn't like none of Eddie Murphy's songs. I didn't like any of them. There was no.
Well, we already
nothing.
established that you got a problem with people who use "Just for Me," and people who got brown skin sometimes. We already established that.
Oh, I'm not fooling with you. Anyway, so yeah, oh, that's my
She
joint,
is a
Latoya.
beauty, very special. Bomba clock.
Yes.
Yo, Eddie Murphy, "Party All the Time," and "Put Your Mouth on Me" are two of the greatest joints ever.
And what about Rome? I belong to you. I hated the song so
That's not
much that I
that's
ended
not
up
a
liking the song.
that's not a
He's a
top
one
10
hit.
one hit wonder song. It's
He was
not a top 10 one hit wonder song.
it went to the top. It
It's not
did.
a top 10. When
It
I think
played
of
on the
top
radio
10,
for like 50, I don't know how long, but it
when I
played on the
think
radio a
so we
lot.
can do a show on top 10 one hit wonders. We can do that the week after next, so everybody can get their list together. Y'all can come back because y'all drug me today in the comments, so I want to see what y'all put.
But I definitely think yeah, living single and different world. Let's break that down, and then we'll kind of talk about, I feel like there should be some I'm ready for a remake of a different world.
Apparently it's not gonna happen
Yeah, I know.
because of
And I feel like if it did come, it would be so much drama. It wouldn't be any
no,
positivity.
it's because of building them damn Quaaludes. That's a whole nother different story. I won't bring that up.
Oh,
I just want to mention before we go off the air because of different world. I know y'all love Dwayne and Whitley, but that was the most toxic ass relationship ever.
well, we're not gonna get into it now, Will.
Because
Even because you're gonna go on a tangent. We're not about to do that this next week. Cut it.
If it was in when the guy can do it, B613.
Oh,
So we can with Dina. You know what?
Adina Howard is in top. She is the top 5, and I seen her over the summer, and she had
2 hits. Adina had 2 hits,
but everybody know her for the one. Okay.
What? T-shirt and panties? Because that was a Freak Jones song.
No, the other one. She got she got 2 hits. She got T-shirt and panties, and then she got on the line.
The old head
inside that one.
You was like 16.
I want a freak in the morning, a freak in the evening.
Why you say so good? Oh, so you got your Stella braids now, and you finna
go. No, that's the song. You know what? Well, bye.
T-shirt and panties song. T-shirt and panties was a song that the old head sing. So like you knew she was an old head if she drank Alizé and she listened to T-shirt and panties on, and she smoked Newport 100s, and she was like, "Hey, young man, Come here and be Mr. Goodbar. That was that. And on that note, we are
And
in the
on
show.
that note, we thank y'all for participating in this show today. Check us out. We are on Spotify, we are on Apple, all that good stuff. We have all of our episodes listed. We're a little more serious, but we start off the year on a lighter note instead of our news rundown. We just kind of want to engage with our audience and listeners.
Dirty Kaya.
Oh yeah, listen, but my neck, my back was my joint. I'm not gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you.
Kaya gonna live off that song forever.
I don't even know. It's like, where are they? Those where are they shows are always hilarious.
No,
you
know
want to know what?
Informer, something saying a licky boom boom damn. Yo, that was a vibe.
Nobody knew the words to that either. Like, it was just when it came on, you was like, Informer, you kind of like, and boom boom down. You knew that part.
It's not like Returning to Mac. So we're gonna do that one in 2 weeks. We're gonna do a living single versus a different world next week. Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank y'all.
We gonna start sharing these episodes more, because before we was just recording them because we didn't really want to share them too much. You know what I'm saying? We was out here chilling, minding our business. But 2023, we trying to get to the point. We're trying to get these sponsorships because me and Shakeerah both trying to retire. I'm trying to get to the point where we can interview Tracy Ellis Ross and I can wipe her.
And he cannot stalk her, and she won't have to put a restraining order against him.
Oh. You know what? Thank y'all for joining. As always, keep the main thing the main thing. We'll see y'all.
Peace. Until next week.